Did you know that in less than 5 minutes, you can find out if someone has cast a spell on you using nothing but a glass of water and your own saliva? It's a method so ancient that our great-grandmothers used it to detect spiritual attacks before it was too late. And the most shocking thing is that this very test can reveal whether you're protected or if you need to act immediately before your life is completely destroyed. Today you're going to learn the saliva test step by step, exactly how to interpret it, and the precise rituals to cleanse yourself, protect yourself, and return the evil multiplied to whoever sent it to you. But stick around until the end, because I'm going to reveal exactly what happened to the person who cast witchcraft on someone when that evil came back to her. What happened to her was so shocking that she came crying to beg for forgiveness, and that will prove to you that this method works. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Give this video a like if you've ever felt like something is blocking you for no reason, that your projects fall apart without explanation, that you have constant bad luck, or if you suspect someone wishes you harm. And leave a comment saying, "I am protected," to activate your energy shield while you watch this video. Share this content with someone you know needs it, because today could be the day that changes their life forever. The ancestral saliva test revealed. Let me tell you why this test works and why it has been used for centuries by healers, wise grandmothers, and people who understand the invisible forces that surround us. Saliva isn't just any bodily fluid, it's one of the most powerful elements of your being. It contains your vital essence, your spiritual DNA, your concentrated personal energy. That's why, in many ancient cultures, saliva was used to seal sacred pacts, to bless, to heal wounds, and to transmit protection from mothers to their children. Your saliva carries energetic information about your spiritual state. When your saliva comes into contact with water that has spent the entire night absorbing your energy as you sleep, a reaction occurs that acts as a liquid mirror of your soul. The way your saliva behaves in that water shows you exactly what's happening in your energy field. If there are spiritual attacks, if someone has cast a spell on you, if you're carrying heavy negative energies, or if you're blocked, your saliva will react in a specific way. If you're clean and protected, it will react completely differently. It's as simple as watching the truth float or sink before your eyes. This method comes from ancient Latin American traditions, from healers who knew how to read the signals the body sends. They understood that water is a perfect conductor of energy and that saliva is a direct messenger of your internal state. When you combine these two elements under the right conditions, you get an immediate spiritual diagnosis. But there's something more important you need to understand. This test not only tells you if you have problems, it also empowers you, because once you know the truth, you can take action. You're no longer in the dark wondering why everything goes wrong. You no longer feel crazy thinking you're imagining things. You have absolute clarity, and with clarity comes the power to change your situation. Now, before I explain exactly how to take the test step by step, you need to hear what happened to someone who used it, because their story will show you that this isn't a game, it's real, and the results are real. How to take the test step by step. I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step instructions so you can take the test correctly. Every detail is important. If you don't do it right, the results won't be reliable. The first thing you need is a completely clear glass. It must be made of glass, not plastic. It must not have any drawings, colors, or decorations. It must be completely transparent so you can clearly see what happens to your saliva. It can be a regular glass or a wine glass, but clear glass is essential. The night before taking the test, you're going to fill that glass with clean water. Tap water works perfectly, but if you have purified or filtered water, it's better. Fill the glass almost to the brim, leaving just 1 centimeter of space. Now, place that glass near your bed. It can be on your nightstand, under your bed, on the side where you sleep, on the floor next to your bed, or anywhere in your room where it's close to you. The important thing is that the glass is less than 2 meters away from where you're going to sleep. You don't need to pray over the glass. You don't need to say any special prayer. You don't have to do anything else. Just leave it there. All night long, while you sleep, that glass will absorb your energy and connect with your energy field, your essence. Your subconscious and your spirit know why that glass is there, even if you don't say anything. The next morning comes the most important part of the test, and this is where most people make mistakes that ruin everything. So listen very carefully. The very instant you open your eyes, absolutely the first thing you must do is grab that glass. Don't get up to do anything else. Don't go to the bathroom first. Don't check your phone for even a second. Don't talk to anyone, not even to say good morning. Don't brush your teeth. Don't drink any water. Don't eat breakfast. Don't do absolutely anything before this test. Why is it so important? Because we need your pure morning energy, your untainted essence, your first breath, your first manifestation of the day. At that moment, your energy is in its most honest, truest state. If you talk, use your phone, or do anything else, your energy first mixes with other influences and the test loses accuracy. So as soon as you open your eyes, pick up the glass. You can sit on your bed or stand up, whichever is more comfortable for you, and spit into the glass. It doesn't matter if you only spit saliva or if a little phlegm comes out. Spit out whatever comes naturally from your mouth. You don't need to gather a lot of saliva or force anything. Just spit once, normally and naturally. Now place the glass on a completely flat, firm surface where you can see it clearly. A table, a dresser, the floor, wherever, as long as it's level and stable. And here comes the most important part. Don't move it. Don't touch the glass. Just watch for the next 5 to 15 minutes. Your saliva will react with the water, move, transform, and show you the truth. Some results appear in 2 minutes, others take 10 minutes. But in no more than 15 minutes, you'll know exactly what's going on. While you wait those few minutes, just observe in silence. You don't need to pray or say anything. Just look at what your saliva does. It sinks to the bottom, then floats to the top, and finally floats in the middle. Pay attention to every movement, because that movement is your spiritual diagnosis. Now that you know how to take the test correctly, you need to understand what each result means, because not all results are the same and each one requires a different action. Interpreting results. What does each pattern mean? There are 3 main results you can get on this test. Each one tells you something specific about your spiritual state, and each one requires you to act differently. I'm going to explain the 3 results to you. What do they mean, and what symptoms do people with each result have? Result number 1, your saliva sinks completely and goes all the way to the bottom of the glass. If your saliva falls like a heavy stone, if it sinks straight to the bottom and stays there like a dense, dark, heavy cloud, this means something very serious. You are under a direct spiritual attack. Someone has cast witchcraft on you, put a black magic spell on you, or intentionally harmed you through dark forces. It can also mean that you passed through a place where something negative was buried or placed, something that wasn't specifically meant for you, but you picked it up by accident. It's like when you step on something in the street that wasn't meant for you, but it still affected you. It's called a spiritual shock. People with this condition almost always experience very specific symptoms in their bodies. Stomach pains that doctors can't explain. Medical tests come back normal, but the pain is still there, real and constant. Deep fatigue that won't go away, not even by sleeping many hours. It's a fatigue that reaches your bones, your very soul. Intense headaches that come on suddenly, strange digestive problems, unexplained nausea, dizziness, a heavy feeling in your back. But the symptoms aren't just physical, they also manifest in your life in very clear ways. Everything you try to do falls apart. Projects that should work fail without any logical explanation. Money that comes in and goes out immediately as if it were slipping through your fingers. Constant fights with the people you love. Discussions that start out of nowhere. Bad luck chains together, one bad thing after another without stopping. You feel like you're walking against the wind, that everything requires 3 times the effort. If your saliva sinks to the bottom, you need to act immediately. You can't wait. Later on, I'll give you the exact ritual you need to perform to cleanse yourself deeply and send that evil back to whoever did it to you. But first, let's finish reviewing all the results. Result number 2, your saliva doesn't sink to the bottom, but it doesn't stay at the top either. It floats in the middle of the water. If your saliva is floating in the middle of the glass, neither at the top nor at the bottom, it means you're carrying a lot of negative energy, but it's not necessarily direct witchcraft specifically cast against you. It's accumulated heavy energy. It could be envy from the people around you, people who speak ill of you, criticize you, and are jealous of you even if they don't cast a direct spell on you.